Hello, it's Hazelle.
Hey, it's Azura.
And I'm Germaine.
And welcome back to Clevity's Podcast. New season, new us.
New set.
Oh, it's so pretty, this one.
Good job, guys. Thank you for keeping us in business.
Thank you.
As always. And today we wanted to talk about some news that came out recently. I think we're all very excited for this one.
Super. I think Germaine is the most excited about it.
That's right.
Okay, so recently researchers actually developed a new male birth control pill that has shown 99% effectiveness on mice.
Mice.
Yeah, like rats.
Oh, okay.
So because it's so effective on mice, right, they're going to do human trials this year.
Wow.
Which means that it might be going to market sooner than we think to see if it's effective for like male humans, right? Because
Exciting.
some males are rats, but not all. I think some people are also quite skeptical to see if these pills will even go to market. Like, is there a market for it? Do males want to use it?
I think I have leh.
No, I think it's not a question of whether you want to or not, leh.
Oh, very fierce.
I mean, why should it be on us? It's been far too long.
Yep.
Oh.
Yep.
Good
Word.
statement. Now, this breakthrough I think is really quite amazing since there are currently only two main contraceptive options for guys: vasectomies and condoms.
So vasectomy is permanent.
Yes.
Surgery based, right?
condoms could break, who knows? Affects the
The whole experience.
experience.
feeling, do they?
对不对? What's with the 对不对?
So, one question we want to unpack here today is how will this change affect women?
Wow.
Okay, first and foremost, what do y'all think of male birth control pills? Honestly.
Well, the first question that comes to mind is, are there any like hormonal changes when it comes to these pills? Because I know for the female ones, right, it can bring about acne,
Depression,
weight gain, and all that.
You know it.
So, does this new pill have it or not?
So this new pill, previously there had been male birth control pills, but long list of, side effects. This one, a lot lesser. Not zero, but a lot lesser.
Okay. I think it's about time.
So I actually saw this online when the news first came out. I think it's quite a good analogy comparing male and female birth control pills. Isn't it better to unload the gun, boom,
Yeah.
than to wear a bulletproof vest?
That's right.
So you're shooting blanks rather than I wear bulletproof vest, I could still get injured.
Right.
Do you think that makes sense?
Makes sense. Makes
Right.
sense. Makes sense.
So at the moment, contraceptive methods are very much female targeted. The responsibility is on our shoulders.
Yeah, but why?
Because pregnancy is seen as a female issue.
I'm sorry?
It's not just the responsibility on the women.
Yeah.
It takes two hands to clap.
Exactly.
I think this responsibility should be shouldered.
Exactly, especially when the sperm is coming from you.
She's very aggressive today. I can tell she feels very strongly about this. But why it's like a female issue? So in the US, right, vasectomies are not covered under most major insurance.
Really?
Because it's seen as a female thing to, prevent unwanted pregnancies. Are you guys shocked by that?
Yes, I am.
I'm very angry.
Aiyo.
I feel like in this day and age, things should change.
Yeah.
I don't know what your thoughts are on this, but if this pill really came out into the market, do you think it would sell well?
Honestly, right, I can't really say for all men, but I did ask Asaf.
Okay.
Yes.
Wait, let me guess. I think
Okay.
he
You
would
don't
be,
mind taking...
Yes, he would be okay with taking the pill.
Yeah, absolutely right. I asked him, there's a male birth control pill. Would you take this? He says he doesn't see why not. Because it's gender equality, right? Both parties should shoulder the responsibility of an unwanted pregnancy.
This is a sign of a
Absolutely.
mature man.
Oh.
Absolutely. And I think that, once it hits the market, there might be people who have to convince their partners to take it, right? And there's going to be resistance towards it.
Ah,
But
for sure.
no one has to go to the female and say, you have to take it, you better take it. No guy does that, right?
I tell you, if truly this goes to market, right, and Asaf, takes it or something,
Yeah.
I would have to remind him to take it every day.
Right, that's true. Because if you miss it, that's it.
He can't even remember to throw his things into the laundry basket. You
Oh
think
my
he's going to remember to take this pill?
Is he one of those, the laundry basket is right there, but the
Yeah.
sock's still next to it?
Yeah, all on the floor every single day. Anyway, so I think we can all agree that shouldering this responsibility is shared.
Right.
Correct?
But when I question some of my male friends about this pill,
Okay.
they actually had a lot of concerns. The first being what I said just now. What side effects are there? So one of my guy friends, very interesting. He says if there's no side effects, he's open. But if it affects birth rate and fertility in the future, then he would not take it anymore.
Okay, well, that's understandable.
Yep.
And just another girl in the group chat. We had only 2 girls in the group chat. She was like, "Hey, not fair. Then why girls one got side effect?"
That's what
I
I'm
was like,
saying.
I know, right?
You know how long the list of side effects are? I should have brought my birth control pills. It's literally like this.
Really?
My height is like my height. The whole piece of
156
paper. 156 cm. And most of us don't read it, to be honest.
That's true, that's true. Oh, another guy friend brought up a very good point that never crossed my mind.
Okay.
He said, even if so, he would still prefer to wear condoms for fear of STDs. I was like, yeah.
That is correct.
Oh.
Yeah.
I think if you're hooking up with people and strangers, then yes
Right,
lah. But
right.
if you're in a committed relationship, I think this pill is a lot more. Yeah, it makes a lot more sense. Correct.
Yeah, exactly.
Correct.
So I think all in all, they still have their reservations, but they seem open to taking this after some serious consideration, which is, I guess, a good sign.
It's a great sign. It means
Yeah.
that you have the right guy friends. Don't need to throw them away.
One even said she's just worried about the rate of the efficacy, like whether it really works or not. You know, we don't want to end up in a mess after taking the pills and still have to face the consequences. You know what I mean?
Yeah, I mean, I guess nothing is 100% anyway, right?
So let me ask you girls, what form of contraception are you currently on?
Condoms.
Okay.
Damn, I'm on none leh. Cause I single AF. Yeah, guys.
I was worried for a second, but yes. But it's a blessing too that you don't have to worry
about
a
this,
pill. Yeah, I know of some people who had an IUD put in and then took it out when they wanted to have a kid.
Oh, so there's also like the contraceptive implant. Have you heard of that?
No, what's
What's
that?
that?
Okay, actually, I've had quite a number of people tell me about it, and I know some people with it as well.
Okay.
So it's basically here, like on your arm, under the skin. It's like a little tube thing, maybe like matchstick size, and you can feel it. Like I've had people like, hey, you can feel your own touch, and then I'm like,
what?
"Oh."
But
And-
why the arm?
No, I don't know. Like, what
Yeah,
has
like,
this
very
got to
far
do with
away.
that? Oh, yeah, correct.
Should put it here, ma.
Maybe it goes into your blood or there's some way.
That
it works.
sounds scary.
Honestly, don't know how it works, but apparently it's a contraceptive,
Huh.
and it scares me, right?
Because it's invasive,
Yes,
Like
I'm very
a-
scared of invasive things.
like an IUD.
Do you happen to know how much that costs? The contraceptive
I'm not
implant.
sure. leh.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, on the other hand, the IUD is something that you insert into your body to physically prevent the ova from being fertilized, right?
Yeah, so it
Correct.
goes into your cervix and it opens opens up like an umbrella, and then it stops the sperm from like swimming in to
I break
fertilize
water.
your.
Is it hard to like put it in and then like have it taken out if you want to be pregnant after that?
It's not difficult, but it is a procedure you have to go in and get done. Lah.
And it only
Right.
lasts for 5 years, right?
Ah.
Really?
If I'm not wrong.
You mean the umbrella will dissolve?
No, like you gotta get it
efficacy,
changed
I
or whatever it
see.
is. Yeah.
Okay, so condom, no contraception for Hazy because
Yeah.
they go AF.
Yeah.
Personally, I'm on the pill. Yeah, so I was on the pill for many years, but then I kind of weaned off it because I fell into depression. To be honest, lah. Yeah.
Do you think it's because of the pills?
Yes, it was definitely because of the pills, like weight gain, depression. But I had to go back on it because I had a cyst earlier this year, right?
Right.
And my gynae told me if you're on birth control, it's less likely that the cyst will recur again
Right.
But how long do you have to take it for then?
forever.
Huh? Really?
Yeah, forever. I guess.
But what about the side effects?
It was very rough in the first couple of weeks. Sorry, ASAP. But now it's a lot better. I think I'm learning to regulate it, and I'm older now too. So yeah, I feel like I'm in a better spot.
You mean emotionally?
Yes.
Oh, like the feelings really hit you.
They really hit me. Like
But what about the physical like side effects?
physically, I felt a bit of nausea in the first 2 weeks,
Right.
but after my first pack, it was okay.
Oh wow.
Yeah.
I've never been on the pill ever.
Me too.
But mine is because I don't enjoy or I don't really like introducing pills to my body.
Okay.
So I don't take medicine when I'm sick.
She's a hippie lah.
Yeah, unless it's really bad. I believe in natural healing. Okay, that's another conversation altogether, right? Yeah. But correct. So, okay, for a long time, I think I've mentioned this before, but for a long time, my period was very irregular.
Yeah.
And people have told me like, oh, just get on the pill. It will regulate it. But I didn't lah.
Oh.
Yeah. So
Is it still irregular?
not really.
Okay.
It's better
okay,
now.
okay,
It's
okay.
self-regulating now.
That's right.
Yeah, but for me, the one thing is I always forget to take it. So I really have to remember because every day, like I take it at a different time. So
Right. So you set a reminder in your phone lah if that
Yeah,
helps.
but I miss
Yeah.
it.
Oh.
I just swipe it away and then go and do my things.
Okay,
It
so
takes
but that's for
discipline.
Jeremy. So for Zura, under what circumstances would you consider taking pills or IUDs? Would there be any at all?
Wow. Not really leh. I'm not fond of the pill because of the side effects.
Right.
And, because I really can't keep up. I won't take it. Let's just be honest, right? And IUD, I guess I'm not 100% against it. I think possible.
Right.
Maybe in the future, who knows? But invasive surgery scares me a lot. A lot. I mean, side note. So I got my COVID vaccination at MediaCorp, and my first jab, right? I sat there, I looked at the guy and I said, "You got numbing cream?"
What are you talking about?
And he looked at me and, huh?
You're probably the first person.
She really asked him that. She really did.
Yeah. So I'm deathly afraid, right?
Okay.
So as far and as long as I can go without it, I think, I will try to.
Well, at least she uses condoms. A lot of
Right.
people in very long-term relationships don't even bother using condoms.
But because they may be prepared for the consequences, right?
That's true.
Yeah.
Correct. But I also think that maybe a lot of people don't use condoms. A lot of guys are resistant towards it.
Towards condoms.
Yeah.
Because it feels different.
I guess so. So thank you, everyone.
Wait, actually, here's my question. You know how they always say there are some condoms ribbed for your pleasure on the outside, right?
Yes,
Why cannot rib it on the inside also?
Sorry?
How does that
For
work?
his pleasure.
For his pleasure. Would that be pleasurable? That's
Let
my
me call
question.
Durex and ask them later.
We do some R&D.
Hey, maybe have leh.
Okay, let me ask you girls. Have you ever been in a situation, right, where you had a pregnancy scare?
Yes.
Don't just nod your head. Say yes. Say it loud and proud.
You say it loud and proud. Yes, we
about
had
you,
a
Germaine?
pregnancy scare.
Yes, definitely. So many times. The amount of times I've taken a pregnancy test and thrown it away. Yeah. It is sort of like a price you have to pay,
For the pleasure.
Oh my gosh.
Oh my God.
Is it really? No, but wait, was this pregnancy scare because the guy refused to wear a condom?
I generally don't like condoms. Also.
Why?
Yeah.
Why?
I think the feeling just not
the
so
smell sucks. The latex is really, it smells
good.
bad.
Got the strawberry flavour one you got try before.
You got to try,
You mean you eat the
The
condom?
scented one what can cover the smell.
And some people legitimately have latex allergies. Like my best friend has a latex allergy, so she can't.
Damn, how did you find out about
I
that?
was just about to say.
She got a rash probably.
Oh no, that's so sad.
But you've never been with someone that refused to wear a condom lah.
I mean, if he refuses and I'm not comfortable, we just don't go ahead with it. But I feel like I'm someone who would also prefer it
Raw.
raw. Raw, you know what I mean? But of course,
Yeah.
then you have to take other measures to make sure that you don't end up in this consequence that you don't want to be in. lah.
True. So many years ago, I was hooking up with a guy, right? This is surprising to me. He didn't have a condom. And
Okay.
I was like, whatever lah. And he was like, no, let's not go ahead.
Oh.
Never saw him again, but I don't even know his name. But that was surprising for me because usually guys are like,
Correct.
yeah, let's
correct.
go, kind of thing.
Oh, wow.
But good fella, good
Yeah,
guy.
good fella.
Good
But
guy,
I don't know
good
his
guy.
name.
It's all right. Nice guy.
So if they actually bring these male birth control pills to the market, right? Will it affect condom sales?
Of course, they are substitutes, right?
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
it doesn't stop STDs. That's the main thing y'all have to remember.
Right.
Correct, correct.
But as you mentioned, that is less of a concern if you are in a committed relationship.
Yeah, because I'm sure for most people and for most guys, the condom is not their favorite thing, but they just do it because they have to.
It's a responsibility. Yes.
Correct. So I guess if you present them another option that makes it more pleasurable for them, I don't know if it will still be as pleasurable when they have to take the pill every day.
Right.
But I
that's
think
true,
they
that's true
might
though.
choose the option. Yeah.
But do you think that if the milk birth control pills makes its release, men will be more responsible?
It might be easier for them to share the responsibility. I think any small change, right, will be a bigger butterfly effect than we think it will be.
Question.
Oh.
Okay, what if it's a not a very good guy or a not a very nice guy?
Okay.
Condom you can see, pills you cannot.
They lie.
How?
Okay, but then you see, let's say this is by the way, this is what Drake does.
I know this.
After he hooks up with females, right? He pours hot sauce into the condom to kill the sperm.
Okay.
So there was one situation where a female that he had hooked up with actually squeezed the whole thing into her vagina lah.
Ooh,
'Cause
damn.
imagine you get pregnant with Drake's baby. My God, you're set for life, right?
Oh my god.
And she got a really bad reaction to it
Oh,
because he had put hot sauce in the condom. But as
Wait,
in-
you mean she cannot see the hot sauce, meh?
maybe it all was mixed and she was like, I don't know, drunk or whatever. You never know. I'm not judging, I'm not saying anything. But clearly
Well,
he
I'm
knows
judging.
how valuable his sperm are.
Yep.
But you're right. Both females and males could lie about being on the pill. Not just
That's
males.
one point I have never considered. But
Oh, that's true.
yeah.
But that is what trust is in a relationship. Yeah.
I mean, if you're hooking up with someone for the night, there basically is no trust in that person, isn't it?
Then it's still best to use a condom.
Right?
Correct.
Right? And
Correct.
yeah, to prevent STDs like you mentioned just now.
Yeah.
So there's been a mixed reaction online on like discussion forums about this male birth control pills. Some people are saying like they're very skeptical about whether this will be even released in the market or not.
Okay.
But I guess there are also hopeful people who believes that this will change their relationship for the better.
For sure. I saw someone on Reddit say, I'm 40-year-old and I'm a married man, but if this comes out, I'm definitely taking it.
Oh,
Good on you.
Because he feels like it should be on his shoulders too, not just
Yeah.
on his wife's.
Yeah,
But
absolutely.
most people are scared, like your friend, Hazy's friend, of it affecting like
Sperm count.
sperm count
Right.
and fertility in the future.
But probably if you're in your 40s, maybe you already have your family, you're sad, you just want to enjoy each other's company without the responsibility of like having another kid in the family.
Yeah.
So maybe that will work out because then sperm count wouldn't matter anymore, right?
That's true.
That's true.
Actually. So do you guys agree that it makes more sense to have equal shared responsibility when it comes to pregnancy prevention?
Of course!
Absolutely.
Of course, it takes two hands to clap.
And it takes two hands to also do
other
other
things.
things.
But I feel like for a long time, the responsibility has been on the woman's shoulders because she's going to be carrying the bump.
For
And
10 months.
Yes, and the guy gets to get away scot-free. They don't actually care if they knock you up. They can just disappear, right? I mean, we know DVDs as well. Deadbeat dads.
Yeah, I know some from my past. Not with them anymore. You know who you
Thank
are.
God.
Thank God. There are some guys also who come from an angle where, you don't want to get pregnant, you take the pills, lor.
Oh,
You-
it's your problem. lor.
Correct.
No lah, but not the guys who listen to Hush podcasts.
Yeah,
Oh,
I'm sure. You guys must be responsible boyfriends or husbands.
The best guys on earth.
Yes.
Because you all listen. So let's talk about communicating with your partner about contraception, right?
Yes.
How do you even start this conversation?
No, I think it should be one of the most open, honest conversations that you ever have. Like at the start of a relationship. Like you shouldn't even wait till your relationship is like, past the honeymoon stage to talk about this because this is very, very important. And if you're not on the same page on this issue, I think it may prove to be a challenge for your future days.
I think it's a red flag if the guy ever tells you like, oh, contraception is your problem.
Oh, yeah, for sure. Run.
Run. It is a bit of a red flag because I feel that your sperm is the bullet. Leh.
Correct.
Yeah.
But what if it comes to this tricky situation? The guy wants a baby, but the woman does not want.
But this is a bigger conversation already of
That
like,
you need to have.
Yeah, that one person wants to have a child, the other one doesn't want to. Like that is a bigger problem, you see.
That's right. So I think honest, open communication is very important.
Yes, don't lie to your partners and yeah, if you guys are, hooking up and stuff like that, just make sure that you practice safe sex.
Yeah, and set safe boundaries for yourself and for the other party as well.
Yep.
Absolutely. So, what are some of your final thoughts about male birth control pills and this whole episode?
Yay!
Wow.
Yay.
Really, I think it's another step forward for women. You know what I mean? Like, I feel like the introduction of these pills can really help to make men more responsible in preventing pregnancies.
It changes the whole mindset and perspective, you see, right? I've read online, human trials could take about 2 years. So this might go to market maybe in a few years' time.
Right.
And then I also read online, the first company that combines male contraceptive birth control pills with Viagra is going to make a stupid amount of money.
Can we still enter this market?
If y'all want to be millionaires, join us. We're going to do that.
Clever. But I think, right, like as a whole, I think this is great that you've got one more contraceptive option and that, it's one more option for the males, not just the females. And if it really works out, if they really come up with a good product, they manage to, lessen the side effects and everything, I think it's great.
This would be the first male oral contraceptive, method. I think we're living in a world of change.
Right. And I'm curious to know what our Harsh Podcast listeners think about this. Drop us a DM on Instagram at itscleverty.co.
That's right. Go and ask your male friends, your partners, would they take this male birth control pill?
Exciting. And I think this is a good conversation to have, early in your relationship, just to suss up the guy as well.
Are we going to cause people to break up?
Don't want lah.
Don't.
But better to know now.
Yeah.
You're not wrong.
Honest conversations are very important, okay?
And with that, make sure to follow us on Spotify, Me Listen, and Apple Podcasts to know when a new episode is up.
Don't forget to subscribe to our YouTube channel as well.
Once again, I'm Hazel.
I'm Azura.
And I'm Germaine.
And thank you so much for tuning in to this episode of Cleverty's Harsh Podcast. Bye-bye!
You know how they always say like there are some condoms ribbed for your pleasure on the outside, right?
Yes,
Why cannot rib it on the inside also?
Sorry?
How does that
For
work?
his pleasure.
For his pleasure. Maybe when they were
Maybe
testing
got
it.
people wear inside out.
Oh my god, that's such a good idea!
Please don't. Oh my gosh. There's going to be people suing us for unwanted pregnancies.